My brother announced at Thanksgiving that I need to pay our parents' mortgage since I'm doing so well. I said sure, pulled out my phone and showed everyone the $847 in my checking account. I'm 29. Austin's 31. Growing up, the difference was obvious. Our parents paid his student loans after graduation, covered his security deposit, co-signed his condo at 26, bailed him out when his crypto scheme collapsed. Twice. Me? I got a used laptop with a note saying work hard. I worked 3 jobs to pay my loans, lived with 4 roommates in a basement where the ceiling leaked, built my credit from scratch. Last year, I landed a senior analyst position. Decent salary, stable. For the first time, I wasn't checking my account before buying groceries. I moved into a clean 1-bedroom apartment, posted 1 photo on Instagram holding keys. Caption, new chapter. 2 days later, Mom called. Her voice had that tone. Your father and I have been talking. Austin mentioned you're doing very well. We think it's time you started contributing to family expenses. The mortgage is becoming difficult. I asked how much. $2,000 a month would be fair. Austin chips in $500, but he has the condo payment to worry about. The condo they co-signed for. I told her I'd think about it. Spent the next week carefully pulling records. Every Venmo, every bank transfer, every Christmas where Austin unwrapped car keys and I got a Target card. I built a spreadsheet. 8 years of receipts, cosigns, bailouts, loans, never repaid. The number made me physically sick. $340,000. Thanksgiving arrived. Extended family showed up. Turkey, football, the works. After dinner, Austin stood with his wine glass like making a toast. Everyone quieted down. He smiled with that confident look from high school. So, we've all agreed. You're helping Mom and Dad now. $2,000 a month, starting December 1st. We set up the auto transfer. You just need to approve it. Everyone watched me, waiting for me to nod. Instead, I pulled out my phone, opened my banking app, turned the screen toward the table. Checking account, $847.52. Savings account, $1,200. Austin's face went completely white. His wine glass froze halfway to his mouth. But your promotion, your apartment, Mom stammered. I looked at her calmly. 6 months ago, I opened a separate account at a different bank. Been moving 80% of every paycheck there. This account, my decoy. What apartment? Austin asked, voice uncertain. My roommate Kyle paid first and last month up front when he moved in. That covered my rent for 2 months. Gave me time to furnish and take that photo. The promotion everyone keeps mentioning? New title. Same salary. I never said I got a raise. You all just assumed. You lied to us, Austin said, voice shaking with anger. I never said I was rich. You assumed that. Then you started planning how to spend money I never claimed to have. My dad tried the guilt angle. We're family. Family helps family. You're absolutely right. I pulled up my spreadsheet and turned the phone around, which is why I'm confused. Austin's received $340,000 from you both since 2015. Student loans paid off, $60,000. Down payment on the condo, $45,000. First crypto bailout, $30,000. Second crypto bailout, $55,000. Car repairs, credit card debt, emergency funds, medical bills. I scrolled slowly. Every single transaction, documented, dated, verified. The table was completely silent. Even the kids stopped making noise in the other room. Meanwhile, I worked 3 jobs to graduate debt-free. I built my credit from nothing. I lived in apartments where I could hear my neighbors breathing through the walls. And now that I'm finally stable, you want me to hand over $24,000 a year? Nobody answered. Nobody even moved. I stood and grabbed my coat from the rack by the door. When you're ready to treat your children equally, call me. Until then, as far as you're concerned, I'm broke. I walked out while Austin was still frozen at the table, wine glass in hand, trying to process what had just happened. My phone started blowing up before I even reached my car. Texts from Mom, calls from Dad, voice messages from Austin that started angry and ended desperate. I didn't answer any of them. Instead, I drove to my real apartment, the nice 1-bedroom with the working heat and the dishwasher that doesn't leak, and I sat on my couch that I bought with money I earned. Then I opened my real banking app, the one they don't know exists, the one I've been feeding for 6 months. My actual account balance stared back at me, sitting right there in clean, beautiful numbers. $127.83. Turns out being broke is a lot easier when your family can't touch what they can't see.